Welcome back, guys. We are back with, I would say part 2 of the kilo sale. It's not really a kilo sale for me because I bought a big 10 kg bag and it's right next to me. I didn't really explain much about it. I didn't say how much it cost me. I didn't tell you how much I potentially could get from it. So in this video, I'm going to do that. When I came back home on that night, I did a list of everything what's on there. The list is not 100% right, so don't go gunning at me saying, oh, this is not worth that or that's not worth this, because I'm not going to go through all the items, okay? I'm just going to tell you roughly about what it's like getting one of these bales. Is it worth it? Good things about them, the bad things about them, and what it is really meant for. Is it really good for somebody like me who's not really a clothing seller compared to somebody who can sell clothes? I'm going to go through all the basis of what is the good points and bad points about buying stuff like this. I bought a 10 kg bag of clothing from gullyGarms. Spencer, you saw him on the camera. Thank you for all the messages. He appreciates them as well. If you are interested or want to know more info, go and message him. Don't come to me asking me about his business, because I don't know, okay? I don't know how it all works. He's told me some bits, but if you want proper in-depth things, go to his Instagram account, go to his TikTok, even message the company. All the links will be down below again. So yeah, just do that. So I bought this big 10 kg bag of branded goods. And so everything here is branded. You can buy multiple ranges. I think you can buy branded and non-branded. I think you can buy different grades. You can buy just bottoms, just tops. I think there's loads and loads of different ones. This one is not anything to do with kilo sales, okay? So don't think you're going to get this for £7.50, because you really are in a dream world if you think you can get a big bag like this for £7.50. He does do kilo sales every month. He's got one on Saturday. I think it's like from 10 till 3 or something like that. And then he's got another one next Wednesday at 5:30 to 8:30. So if you're interested in the kilo stuff, which you can pick yourself, then go and have a look at that. It was really busy on Wednesday. I really wanted to do a live, but he was playing music, which I get copyrighted, and my YouTube account was just going crazy. It was not letting me even do a live, because it was just listing album after album of like obviously well-known artists. So I've got the bag here. Oh, it's there you go. That's how much you get in a 10 kilo. And what they do is they sort things out. So it's not just some random bag where they basically get these in like this and then they don't check them. They check them, they sort them out and try and make it as fair as possible. So you've got a good range of different things. So from coats to bottoms to women's to men's. But I think what I said to Spencer is I wanted mainly men. So I think it was like 80 to 20, I think, in men's clothes. I don't know if you can do that, but obviously when you're ordering something like it, go and message him and say, oh, I'm mainly a man, I'm mainly a woman clothing seller, or I'm a woman clothing seller. Can I have majority of women or men? And I can't see why they won't do it. But yeah, this cost me £130 because I had a discount. I had the discount which was on in this month. So I don't know if it still stands yet. It is September, but I think September's got a discount. So if you're watching this past September, there might be a new discount code. There might not be. But he put the discount code on this, so it cost me £130. For £130 for me, that is a lot of money, seeing I buy things for like £1. And yeah, but is it worth it? I've been through it. There was a lot of nice brands in there, and very, I would say well-known brands. A lot of sporting goods as well, which particularly if I was going to be a clothing reseller, I would go into that area. I do like my sports clothes. I know a lot more about sporting stuff than I would say designer stuff. And yeah, there is a lot of sporting goods in my package. So, is it worth it? That is the question. Is it worth it? So, we're going to get the piece of paper out. And I'm just going to go through a couple of items. I'm not going to show you, but I'll go through a couple of items which stood out to me. We had a super dry coat in there, a woman's bomber jacket, and it's a small size, so it might be a bit tricky to sell because it's a size 8. But most super dry bomber jackets, it's a proper leather one, so it's a good quality one. Sell from anything from 30 to 80 quid. All depends on the design and all that lot. So I don't really know the price of that one. Another standout item in the pile was them True Religion black jeans. I personally was going to keep them, but I found out they're very long-legged and I'm not the tallest of people. So yeah, I'm going to be selling them. True Religion stuff is very expensive. I haven't even really looked at how much they go for, but I know retail sell for about £80. So usually I think about £30 to £50 for them, depending on the design. They look like a very good design. They're not plain, so they've got a lot of detail to them. So then maybe the higher end, we don't know until we check. We've got a lot of Adidas and Nike bottoms in here, which can vary from all ranges, depending on the design, you know, the age, and they can fetch anything from 15 to, I would say, about £25. So yeah, I've got a lot of them. Another standout top was the Essentials t-shirt. Very, very popular. You will see any, I would say, it boy or, you know, fashion guru boy, you know, with these big oversized Essentials t-shirts with the Essentials on the back. This one is a small size, but it's still big because they're supposed to be an oversized fit. So I don't know. I'm going to try it on. I've actually washed it because it did have a few stains on it, and they've all came out, so it's completely fine. Lovely condition, really dark, so it's not faded. But they sell anything from £25 to £30. So it should be an easy sell. And then the item that was really, really unique compared to anything else was that vintage Adidas like tracksuit top. I have been searching and searching to find the top that I've got, and it's impossible. I've seen ones very similar, which are like with zips on or full zips, like tracksuit tops. But I have not seen one with press studs. The badge is from Hong Kong, and it is, I think, and Spencer thinks as well, it is late 70s to early 80s because it's that badge. But to find that a particular item is very, very hard. I haven't got a clue how much that's worth. I haven't even put it on this list. It could be worth 20 quid. It could be worth 120 quid. It has got some damage to where the seam is there, so it does need sewing. But because it's such a vintage top, I don't think that will matter. I really don't think that will matter because people who buy this stuff, I don't really think they're going to wear it, and they probably all know how to repair stuff, because if you're selling really old vintage stuff, you usually know you've got to repair it somewhere. So that could be any price. I'm actually going to have a test with that. I'm going to put it on eBay auction and see how much it actually fetches. I'm not going to start at 99p so somebody can get some absolute one of a thing like item for 99p. I'm going to start off around about £20. So if somebody buys it for £20, I'll be happy with that because, you know, I actually don't know how much it's worth. But yeah, that's going to be on auction. I'm going to put it on probably either today or tomorrow. Just put it on for 7 days and see how it goes. So I'll keep you informed on that. If you are interested in it, you know, go and have a look at it and make a bid if you're into your vintage sports clothing. In total, I had 24 items. It works out to just over £5 an item. So all the items, I think most of them can fetch over £5 quite easily. There's a couple that I would say might struggle. Like I got a Calvin Klein t-shirt, which is like a bedtime one, and a woman's Elise, like really thin t-shirt, which I don't really think they fetch much. They might fetch a tenner, but yeah, they won't fetch much. So I'll get my money back on them. But most of the other ones, yeah, I'm going to make some money off. So remember, everything I've added up is a low ball, like literally the lowest price I can get it, right? This doesn't mean I'm going to sell it at the lowest price. If I'm going to sell it this price, this is when it's been on my eBay, my vintage for a while, and I'm thinking like, right, I've made my money, I've made whatever profit on it. I need to get rid of these now, so I'm just gonna make sure it goes now and just, you know, sell it for a little bit of profit. But this is the low ball profit I should get. It's worth around about £370. So I paid 130 and I'm looking around getting about £370 back. Obviously, if I sell it all on Vinted, I'm going to make more profit, aren't I? If I sell it all on eBay, I'm not going to make as much profit. So it all depends on where I sell it. I'm going to put it on both platforms. So obviously, when I do what sold videos and stuff like that, I will be telling you, you know, in them if something sold. And it might take a while. We don't know. You know, I don't do these whatnots and that. I could probably get rid of this. If I did a whatnot tonight, I could probably get rid of this and yeah, make a couple of quick £100. But obviously I don't do that. And it's not my sort of thing. I don't really like going on camera. I do like it this way because I'm, you know, I can edit it and all that, but I don't want to like do clothing. It's not my forte. I just don't like doing clothing. I don't mind picking up bits, but I don't really find clothing interesting because I like picking up stuff that's quirky, weird, something that maybe reminds me of my old days when I was a kid. Yeah, that's my style. I'm just not niche. I like doing and buying everything because I feel like your knowledge expands more when it comes to like not being niche. You have got the opportunity to make a lot more money, and you know, you can go around a car boot and everything you see could be profit. So that's why I do it. So if I did sell it for about 370 and just say I sold it all on Vinted, you're looking around £240 because obviously take off the price what I paid for it. If it's all on eBay, probably less than £200. But obviously this is without the Adidas jumper. If that sells for £100, then, you know, that's another £100 profit. Something like the super dry coat, you know, I've put it as a low ball of 30, but I could sell it for 50. You know, there's a lot of things on here. I got a Tommy Hilfiger cardigan, lamb's wool. It's absolutely, I love it. I think it's beautiful, but there's none on there. There's one person selling something very similar, the same sort of style. I think it's a Nordic one, and because it's blue and like got like sort of patterns, which is Nordic. I only know that because of B&M, because they do different designs and they have a Nordic area in the like bathroom part, and it's all the same, very similar sort of things. And one person is trying to sell one for £55. So, you know, it is land wool, so we don't know. Like I said, I've got an Axel Agrato, sorry if I said it wrong, embroidered bird. These sell for anything from 30 to 50 to 60 to £70. So it all depends. I haven't seen this one, what I've got, anywhere, but I've seen ones with like tiny little birds, like on the chest there, and they're going for like £30. This has got the big make of the actual brand, and then it's got a bird right in the center. So yeah, it could fetch more money. I don't know. I'm just going to put it on for a lot of money and then put it on as open offers. Somebody comes in with an offer, say if I put it on for 60, 70 quid, comes in for a 50 quid offer, you can have it, you know what I mean? So when I'm talking about, is this worth it? It's a bit of a tricky subject for me, and I've had a big conversation with Spencer about this video because I didn't want people coming onto my channel slating him or saying, oh, that's not worth it, John, you make a lot more money doing this. And I do. I'm being honest. I can make a lot more money without buying bundles like this. And that's because I am not a clothing reseller. Spencer's told me it's different from being a clothing reseller to being somebody like yourself. When you're a clothing reseller and you're a good clothing reseller, you can sell anything. So for me to say it's worth it, I would say it's worth it if you're into your clothing. If you're a bit more like me, I would say, I don't know. It's if you are like me and you can pick up things for £1 and sell them for like £100 like I have just recently with them horrid Henry figures, then yes. But if you don't and you struggle and you don't make much money, or you can't find the stuff, then I would go for one of these, because there's a lot of beneficial things which I'm going to say now, which you don't realize what you aren't doing and are doing when you're a reseller. And that means when you're going around these places, your charity shops, your car booths, you're driving to them, you're parking up, you're probably paying for a fee to park up wherever, then you're walking around, spending about 2 or 3 hours at any car booth or any charity shop like Hunt, and yeah, you're spending a lot of time and you're not guaranteed to pick up anything. You might pick up a couple of items, but you might not. Charity shops, you're going to be paying a premium for some of these things. We all know what charity shops are like. I've literally got, right, I've got one of these. I'm going to show you this one now. This one's got a stain on, so I can't sell it as much as I wanted to. So we got a North Face top. I've just washed it. We tried to get the stain out because it's a little like rust stain there, proper gutted. There we go. There's a little stain there. It's like, I don't know, it's a rust stain. I've had them before. I don't know how to get them out. But we got a little North Face little top. Yeah, it's a size large, so it's a good size. How much do you really think that'll be in a charity shop? You're going to be looking at £10 at least for that, easily. Some charity shops probably put £15 on it. But yeah, car boots, how many will you find of them? You'll have like the clothing reseller people on there, and they'll be putting £8, £9 on these. I don't know. You might find one for a couple of quid, you know, on the floor. Or is it real? We don't know, do we? But are you going to pick up like what, 24 items just like that in one day? Very, very rarely. And how much time have you spent doing it? If you think about this, while you're going around for a week trying to get 24 items, I've just gone on the internet, typed in, I want a branded bundle, and yeah, I've got one. While you've spent loads of money on petrol, you've probably actually spent more money. You got to think about it. You probably actually spent more money. If you picked up all these items, how much do you think these items would be if they was all from the charity shop? They're going to be worth a lot more. If you said they're going to be like double the cost, maybe triple the cost. Some of the like the Adidas bottoms, you're looking at easy £10 to £15 in a charity shop, easy. So you'll be paying what I'm going to get in profit. So it works out in a way as a clothing reseller, very, very good, because you're going to save a lot of time, effort. I mean, literally, you could be buying one bundle a week, listing it, and then when a lot of it's sold, or if you're like on Whatnot or Spencer's on Tilt, whatever that is, he's go down to him. I'm plugging him now. Go and add him. If you join this Tilt thing, you get £10 on like to spend. So yeah, go and do that. I'm not getting paid for that. I don't know even why I said that, but he's a good mate, so I'm just gonna, you know, let him give him a plug. I would say if you're a clothing reseller, do it. If you're not a clothing reseller or you want to have a go at it, do it. Or go to a kilo sale, because then you can pick and you can see what ones you like, and you know, go, oh yeah, I know how much this is. I'll have that one. It's the same thing, isn't it, in a way? So I just want to say a massive thank you to Spencer, gullyGarms, for having me that day. It was really, really nice. Obviously, me and Spencer will be doing other videos in the future because he's a good lad. We have a laugh, actually. But yeah, if you really do fancy like having a go at this, then have a go. You're not going to lose any money from it. You are going to make money. And if you're really good at selling clothes, then you're going to make a lot more money. But obviously, I'll tell you how I'm doing throughout the weeks, if they're selling or not. And yeah, Thank you for watching.